Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players Podcast, Game Week 34, with your host, Matthew Chan. Back from his international break, our little 2-week break, Ryan Chan.
Hello, everyone.
And our special guest today, it's Coyle X, Ross Cos.
Coyle. How you doing? All right.
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Hang on, what's that? It's Coyle from again? What is that from?
It's Coyle.
It's Coyle. It's Coyle.
I don't know.
Was it like
was that your Xbox gamer tag or something?
Could have been, yeah.
Have you pulled that one out? Stop.
Hang on a minute.
Don't know, mate.
You asked me to come on here, and then the first thing I'm getting is, yeah, I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there.
Right. Well, gentlemen, before I ask how it's gone for this week, just want to show you, I mean, we're a man down this week. He said he may pop in. Feel a bit bad because he's not here to defend himself, but has Tony Buxton completely lost his head? Because I'll show you why.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know about this, but he lost last week, triple captain, took minus 54, and he's picked out this team here. What do you think of that? Have you seen that, Coyle?
Yeah, I'm looking. Wow. Well, it's been bubbling up for a few weeks, hasn't it? It's been bubbling up, and then
he's been bubbling all season, Tony. I mean, the bad decision there for me, the worst decision about it is he's got Chris Wood on the bench.
Yeah. Honestly, we'll get Chris Wood because I've got another story about him. But yeah, I think he's just been. He was winning, and he was saying, "Yeah, I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it all." And he's lost one. He triple captain this week, lost to Ryan, I think. So I think he's lost his head. But I just want to say a disclaimer because I play Tony this week. I didn't ask him to do this. I didn't fix anything.
Well, the thing is, I suppose you've already made it, haven't you? So it's not like...
Yeah, it's not affecting anyone, is it?
That much, really, is it? But, I mean, we've always said that about our co-host, Tony, co-podcaster Tony, haven't we? That he's hot or cold. It's always like, everything's great or everything's shit. There's no sort of in the middle, and that's sort of his downfall in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's black or it's white. It's not like he's not level-headed. It's not in the middle or anything like that. Like you were just saying. I'll just quickly read that team anyway, because I mean, he's got Randolph in goal, Furlong, Bogle, Ampadu, Saint Maximan, he's all right. Milner, Andre Gomez, Almiron, Shelby, 3 Newcastle then, Benteke and Mateta up front, and as he said, Chris Wood. Come to start on Chris Wood anyway. Last week, I was texting Ryan saying, I really fancy Chris Wood. I'm not just saying it just now in hindsight. Yeah. Text him on the Friday. I said, what do you think? I'm thinking Chris Wood, or do you think Morpay or something like that? Because I play Sheffield United. Ryan talked me out of it. 20 points I missed there. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I had the similar sort of predicament. I was thinking Chris Wood, and then I was thinking of how different ways. I had a few I think it was a couple of millions left in the bank, but I think I just ended up going sort of a safe option. I ended up getting Iheanacho, which wasn't a bad one in the end, but it didn't help me anyway. I took the -4, and it didn't help me in the slightest, regardless.
Oh, there's a special guest here. He may be on his way.
Is he?
He's buzzing. He's knocking on the door.
Here he is.
Speak of the devil.
He's connecting to audio. This is what happens when you're live. Hi, Tony.
Here he is.
Now then, can he is now.
Come on then. We've just quickly came on anyway. Can you come and defend this? Obviously, I mean, you've come on, show this team here. Defend this -54.
It's been updated since then. I told you this. I've took another -60 points. I need you to
There you go.
That's it. That's more like it.
Right. So why have you just give up? Why have you just threw it away?
Right, okay, I was straight into it. Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay. the word fun, right? I don't see this used on our FPL Twitter. I don't see any FPL managers ever in a good mood. So I've just thought, right, I'm going to try and inspire a new edge to FPL. Forget the competitive side. Forget all the moods and the bullshit, right? Set myself a task. Got to make a team out of the bottom 6 sides, and you've got to reach 70 points. So I thought, well, I've lost playoffs here in both leagues now. Although I was still a bit close in the helmets that I didn't realise. So, no, I'm not pissed off. I'm having fun anyway. I was about to moan a bit there, but no, I'm having fun. This new little target system, it's brilliant.
The Tony challenge.
Yeah, that's
the Tony challenge. Yeah, no one else is doing it. Like, it's just me, like the entire community.
Do you know what it is, though? We've actually, by the way, Tony, this is Coyle, our special guest.
No, hello, man. All right.
But, yeah, we've never had so much Twitter interaction as I posted this team on Twitter, where they've actually, people have been saying best of luck, been praying for us. But I don't think God's Allah, Buddha, Ganesh, I don't think any of them are going to save this team this weekend.
Korkaranka, he must the main one there. Well, yeah, it's a good bit of interaction in it. I've been absent a few weeks. I'm still pulling the strings for you. You two need to pull your fingers out a bit, I think.
You've been on the AWOL, haven't you? Just lying down on tracks in Wales for 3 months, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been building railways and putting footy bets on and chasing kids, man. It's been brilliant. Time off playing FPL.
Yeah, you've given up now, haven't you? It's been a long time coming. There's always certain signs, as all like you were going to explode, and then now the triple captain on Greenwood, 9 points was it? And yeah, unlucky, mate.
Yeah, absolutely abused all season, and season before this and the season before that. It's a bit of a shit game, Rick. When you really think about it, like it's all right talking about it and playing, but yeah, I think it's shit.
Right. Just a quick question then, Tony. Because this is the closest obviously you've ever come like playoffs and things like that. Do you think you've got the mentality or temperament to win next year or the year after that? Or
of course I do.
Or is there a mentality problem there?
You know what I'm going to do next season? I'm going to make a Smurf account, right? I'm going to make a separate account, put it in both our leagues, and I'm going to stick by the rule of you're only allowed to have your team. It can consist of players in the bottom 6 sides. So as the league's changing, you've got to change your team to adapt to that. And if you finish higher than anyone else, it's just a right laugh in it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll finish higher than anyone, to be honest. Tony.
I bet you anything I do. Go on, place the bet now.
Yeah, all right then. 100. 100.
All right then. How much?
You'll take it on.
Yeah, you actually will, won't you? Right, you won't finish with me.
You are?
You won't
£1.50? I'm not betting £1.50. Is that what you said? I can't.
Nah.
You said 100 to start with.
100.
Rookie numbers, are we?
Anyway, gonna have to move on from that because Tony, thanks for coming on anyway. For coming on and defending yourself, really, because that's what we started off with. But anyway, how's it gone this week? Coyle, go on then. I'll show your team a little bit first, wherever it is here. Is that your team? 35 points, man.
We don't need to see that. It's been. You could have came to me the last 5 weeks prior to this, and I'd have been happy. But it's literally, it sums it up when Struick is like getting the second most points for you in the team. It's like, obviously, Iheanacho did all right. 12 points, not bad. Bringing him in, I brought Greenwood in as a bit of a risk because I could have got other players who would. I was thinking a lot Leicester players, but Greenwood took the risk on him, didn't pay off. Now they play Liverpool this week, so I don't know where to go with that. Cody, I didn't see that coming at all. The 4-0, to be fair.
No, not even when that you were going to get Chris Wood.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? Chris Wood wouldn't have even saved me. I don't think. I don't know how many points Millie I got exactly, but it was it was just a bad week all around.
Just want to, well, to be honest, I mean, it was quite a difficult game week, to be honest. I don't think the average score was that high. I think Iheanacho saved a few game weeks because, I mean, my team was struggling. Obviously, I didn't get Chris Wood. And then Iheanacho kind of saved the day, really, because I ended up just beating Kieran because I needed him to do something. In the other league, in the stand-up, I scraped it by one. Robbie Deck, he had Castagna as well. So I was literally losing all weekend until like the last 15 minutes or something like that when Iheanacho done bits. Is he a must though now, do you think, Iheanacho?
Of course he is, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You got to choose him over Vardy, I think. Like, I've seen a lot of teams still have Vardy in, but it's a no-brainer. He's so cheap. And everyone still doesn't have him yet, when like normally by this stage every team would have him, but there's still like a couple of teams that don't, so I think he's a must, mate. But I've chose what's he called, Diagno over him this week from West Brom.
Hey, he's scoring a few with him.
Yeah, I know, I'm not stupid, man. I know, that's why never gonna live this down, am I?
Nah, but fair play to you, mate. I hope your bottom 6 team does well for the rest of the season, really. What about
Thanks very much.
Well, Pereira then, he's another one, 10-pointer. I mean, Ben Murray's had him on the bench twice, I think, for 21 and 10.
Yeah.
I mentioned him a few weeks ago. What do you think, Ryan?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, we have mentioned him a few weeks ago, haven't we? Like, we mentioned him a few times, but really, just don't like having West Brom players in your team, apart from maybe Johnston. You know, I suppose he does well. He's got a few clean sheets and saves and things like that, but I just don't like fancy getting Pereira from West Brom. I just think there's probably better options at people, you know, similar price to him, or you can pay a little bit more. You know, everyone's got Lingard in these days, so I just don't fancy Pereira, to be honest.
Yeah, like so who have you got any players like on your watch list at the moment that you fancying?
Well,
because go on.
Well, I actually got Maddison in. I took a little bit of a gamble, to be honest. I know Leicester were doing well, but I just think I'm trying to sort of beat everyone else and get to him first, and hopefully he just starts like performing. I mean, I'm going off the fixtures a little bit as well. Like, you know, Leicester, I've got another 2 good fixtures coming up, but I mean, yeah. So I've got him. It's just a little bit of a gamble because I was sort of I didn't really know who else to get, you know, apart from him last week. So I mean, hopefully he'll start performing. But yeah, just got him for now.
Yeah, Coyle, do you have anyone in mind, or you're not giving your transfers away? Because
I'll keep it brief. I would probably, going off like what Chan just said there, I'd probably go the opposite, to be honest. Because I've been holding on to the likes of, I've always sort of gone with the motto of having Saka and Laka this season. But since Lacazette's been injured, Arsenal aren't really getting many goals. I wouldn't have said he's like the out and out player. So I've had Saka left in there, and obviously it's only 0.4 more to be going for Pereira. So I think it's a no-brainer for players like that. But when you're comparing them like Maddison and whatnot, I think you'd rather have Maddison. But I think in terms of my team, I don't really want to say. It's come down to the business end of the season, and I'm not giving anything away.
Must win.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean, look, I'll quickly go through my team anyway. But I mean, one player I was thinking actually, and Tony, you'll appreciate this because you were very early. You tipped it. Gylfi Sigurdsson. No, not Mike Cash.
Oh, right.
Gylfi Sigurdsson plays Villa twice. Plays Villa twice, Sheffield United, West Ham and Wolves. Not bad fixtures. Scored 2 against Tottenham. Arsenal, I think he had a couple. He hit the bar, I think, from a free kick.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Tony? Get Gylfi back in?
Well, he'll probably be benched if you do, like he was for me when he was in great form. But if he does play, then he takes the penners in the free kicks and is in form. So yeah, great buy.
Sorry, mate, you were
Laggy.
lagging a little bit there. But
do I have to repeat
I
myself?
get the gist. Nah, it's all right. It's all right, mate. I know you've had a hard season. I think you need a long break, mate. Like, get yourself to the beach, get your sandals on.
Yeah, he is on the beach already, isn't he? Mentally.
Yeah, don't you worry about me. Just trying to get by. I'm just trying to get to the end with a smile on my face.
Nearly there. We're nearly there, mate. We're nearly there. Right. Well, where we going here? So he's my team anyway. 56 minus 4 for 52. Disappointing with a Villa. Double Villa conceded 2. Rubbish. Size 0. Obviously, like we were saying, couldn't believe Burnley won 4-0 and Chris Wood with a hat-trick and an assist. Aspilicueta and Dallas, got the 6, so that was okay. But both my opponents kind of had, like, Dallas or a Chelsea defender. Jota was disappointing. Lingard, I think that's one of his first blanks in a while, so quite disappointed with that, but it was against Chelsea, so hard. Bruno's another blank. I mean, I've got a transfer thing on Bruno because people are thinking of getting him out. Salah with 9, Welbeck with 2, thanks to Ryan who got me that. And Iheanacho with 24. I mean, look, I'm in at the moment, so I'll just tell you a little bit of my transfer things, whatever. So, what do you think sounds better here then? Bruno and Size, keep them, or I can have Son and Trent. Go on, Ryan. Do you want to digest that?
Yes, Son and Trent for me. I know obviously Trent's got a hard game this week against Man U, but then after that they've got a lot of easy games. I suppose Spurs as well, they've got good fixtures. Now, Bruno hasn't been in form recently. Another hard game this week, but potentially may double in 35, but then blank in 36. I suppose it equals out, but I'd definitely go for the Son and Trent personally.
What do you think, Coyle?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I think Bruno hasn't been pulling his weight. He's not reflecting his price tag at the moment. And I think that 4-0 from Wolves, I think you're fighting a lost battle. I think I can't see Wolves getting many more results this season.
Yeah, and Bugger, what do you think of that? What's better? Give me some advice. It's Bruno Size for Son or Trent, Son and Trent.
Yeah. Son and Trent. Bruno's an absolute whitey at the minute. I had to take my biggest premium out before I had my mental breakdown, and I'd had Salah all year, and I chose to take Salah out to keep Bruno. And just look at the state of it. Yeah, he's just not doing anything. He has to go for the people who still have him in the team.
Yeah, I mean, with Bruno on the eye, still looks all right, but from an FPL point of view, he's not getting as involved, is he, with the goals, assists?
Yeah.
Like, people are thinking, is Pogba affecting his?
Yeah, they're not getting any penalties and stuff like that as well. He's actually the third most transferred out this week. 90k when it looked earlier. I mean, probably getting up to 100k now. I think a lot of people are doing Fernandes to Son.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the main one. What people are doing if they're getting rid of Fernandes. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently I've read anyway before I show your team that the problem is Man United might have a game next week. So, 2 games, a double game week. Sorry.
Yeah.
With that, that's not your team, is it?
Nah, I don't get 35. Not Coyle.
Well, you got a hard one there. So there you go, 62. You went for it actually, -8.
Yeah, I decided to take a -8, literally like a last minute one. Put Watkins in instead of. Got rid of Antonio. I mean, I made a mistake a few weeks ago by, I said it, a few weeks ago that I got rid of Watkins too early. Sorry, then Antonio got injured. So I was quite happy with that. I mean, yeah, so -8, I managed to still win. And I got Madison in for Son. I felt like I had to get rid of Son. So, I could definitely field 11 players because If not, I had Ollie Burke, and that's basically playing with 10 men if you've got him. Salah, captain 18. Happy with that, but definitely could have got more. I mean, I was quite lucky in the end that he actually got 9. I think he snuck on for the bonus, for 2 bonus at the end once Newcastle conceded, and then even a couple hours after the game, I think he got the bonus, but he could have easily got more than that. Rudiger and Shaw, 8 each. Yeah, I think they both got 2 bonus each and a clean sheet, so done well in that sense. Trent 2, Cody 0. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, didn't expect the 4-0. Yeah, Martinez 2, Lingard 2, and then Iheanacho 12. I mean, I suppose like loads of people have Iheanacho these days, and I suppose he did increase a lot of people's score. If they had him as captain, he saved a lot of people, so I wasn't too bothered whether he scored or not, to be honest. But I suppose it's good to have your players in form. So yeah, decent week overall, 2 wins.
Yeah, it was a good win for you. And were they both like comfortable wins as well, or?
Yeah, comfortable enough. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked in the stand-up because I'm sort of like out of that anyway. I think I won by, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 points, and then Tony was 15-ish, maybe something like that. Comfortable.
I wasn't trying.
You wasn't trying. just played your triple captain, but you weren't trying.
Right,
I had it as Iheanacho as well. Oh, and I changed it from Iheanacho to Greenwood. Painful.
So there's your team actually there, 42 minus 4 for 38. Go on, you just touched on it there. Talk us through what your thoughts were between Iheanacho and Greenwood. How close was it?
I had Iheanacho until and I don't know why. I just thought I proper want to bully him, and he doesn't have Greenwood, and he's definitely going to score, and I'm going to blow him out the water and make him look a right knob. So I changed it based on that reason, really, and it didn't work. And a lot of my players done nothing that have been overperforming in a sense, like Lingard and Cody getting mega points. And then I took a punt on striker because I was planning ahead of the fixtures and that, even though I always say don't go for fixtures, go for form. Yeah. I just got this crazy idea in my head. And the triple captain was inspired by my opponent in the other league, not you, Ryan. It wasn't personal, where to Ben it was personal. I wanted to batter him. But it just felt like an unlucky week for you. But yeah, you swept me up, mate. You made me look silly.
Yeah. I think it's one of them where obviously you have to go over the triple captain, but it was quite a hard week to get anyone like triple captain. It would have just been like Iheanacho or Wood. But then I think the team that week was full of randomers like McNeil and people that not many people have.
There was loads of Burnley players in that, and it was just a tricky week, a horrible week. And it was so definitive. This was my way to get playoffs in both leagues, playing 2 players just above me in both leagues, and it was just it's gone, innit? It's over.
I think it sounds like your game almost got put off because you're in head-to-head, if you know what I mean. Really, if you were playing Classic, you'd have just triple captained Iheanacho, and you'd have beaten me, as we said before. And I suppose it is that sort of thing where you feel like you do captain people because your opponent have them. So, I mean, I was debating Iheanacho and Salah, and I knew you didn't have Salah, so I thought, right, that could be a match winner, that. And then, we've mentioned it before about playing people who don't have your captain, at all. And, well, yes, I suppose it worked out for me, but, yeah, it's that classic thing between, head-to-head or Classic with the captaincy.
Yeah, the game that well and truly knocked the wheels off, mate. We might be talking about this in years to come.
Is this what you're going to talk about, or parties that week?
Yeah, I think so.
That man crying in the corner with one bottle, talking about fantasy footy.
Oh man,
I can't wait to see you in the King's Beer Garden. I'm going to smash your head in.
It says a lot about your season, Buxton, when you're behind me, to be fair. Behind me.
Yeah, I'm devastated, really. I'm sick as a chip, man.
Don't worry, mate.
Just a game.
It's always next year, isn't there? It's just a game.
It's not comforting. I don't know why that saying even exists, because there's nothing comforting about that. What, a full year? What if I don't want to play next year? Stick to that.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you definitely will. I
will.
can see it.
Hang up the
Right.
boots.
Just want to go through the leagues then, actually. What I'll do, I'll go through. Yeah, here we go. Right, anyway, I'll quickly go through the stand up anyway. So there's a nice spreadsheet there. So Liam Taylor top with 72, but as you said, Ryan, it looks like all the top ones just keep winning.
Yeah.
So now it's just down to 10. Obviously, Trev Golden can still get in. Craig Errington just on the outside with the lowest score at the moment. But yeah, everyone from Tony below, Tony, Tom, Ryan are done now. There's a little bit of permutations anyway, decided by Ryan.
That's this week, isn't it? So what can happen from this week?
Yeah, that's fine. So Liam Taylor qualified. Harry Aikenhead qualifies if he wins.
Oh, I didn't finish it. I didn't get enough time.
I think it basically qualifies if he wins, and assuming that no one below wins both, isn't it? For the whole. Yeah, so he's more or less in.
He's more or less in.
Yeah. So myself, I'm in if I win, but if any of John Swale, Thacker, Cannon, Craig Errol lose, Steely, it's the same, but he needs 3 of them to lose. Ainsley qualifies if he wins, and 2 of John Swale's. Yeah, so there are the permutations for the stand up there. Craig Errington on the outside in 9th, so he's looking to try and get himself in. Now the helmets. There's a league there, so back on top, we like it. I believe I'm in now. Yeah, no matter what. So there's Coyle. Coyle's on 54 there, 9th. Obviously, Luke Flem. Is he in, or is he just about in, isn't he?
Yeah, he must be. Yeah.
I think even mathematically, I think we worked it out before that we thought that obviously Coyle can get to 60 points, but that means that he has to win 2, which means that
Reese
lose 1, but then he can only come top because that means I have to lose 1. He's in.
Yeah.
I think even Milliard's safe. I didn't realise how important that game there was, how important it actually was.
Yeah.
To looking back on the table, but
yeah,
I think a win against Lenemy is massive.
That's a big game there, isn't it? 7th v 9th. There's a bit of permutation anyway. So like I said, top 2 probably qualified. Millward qualifies if he wins, a Coyle and Buxton lose. Kirby qualifies if he wins, Coyle. So that's the same. It's the same for the first 6. So Lenham qualifies if he wins. So does Liam Taylor. So could it actually be? So, like you were saying, it's down to Coyle. If he loses, a lot of people are in. So are you there to upset a few?
I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. The money's coming home. Matty Chan, 8th spot. 8th spot. Last game week, I'll just scrape in triple captain against Matty Chan just to get me into the semis.
Do it.
I've got the game plan. It's all sorted. It's all ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been looking at this all day, trying to figure out the scenarios of what I want, that sort of thing. And I suppose the big game is Lenham against Coyle. Because I was just thinking, right, so if Coyle wins that, then he can go to 57. If I lose, and then it could potentially be me, Kieran, Coyle, and Lenham all on 57, basically, and all scrapping at the bottom. And I play Reese last game, so I'm hoping that I could be in and he could be in. But I don't want to sort of be fighting over the game for.
From my perspective, I'm not even sort of looking at it as if if I beat Lenham, I've obviously got the better goal difference than him and Kieran, and if that that's sort of my safety net, which I have it in my mind where just get this win against him, and then I could even end up losing against Ben Murray and still go through if you do the business, Chan. But
if I beat, if I beat Reese, because then I suppose you.
Do you know what? I'd love to see Taylor drop out.
I think
He played his.
Yeah.
I've got no respect for him. I'd love it. I'd love it. I would love it if I beat him. I would love it.
Getting Keegan.
I love that. Savage.
But yeah, so what would it be like
Actually,
actually? Because he's been a finalist every year. He's won it once, but he won the pandemic one, didn't he? Your little tournament last year.
Yeah, he's been
What would it actually? Is there any chance you think? What if he was not in it, or is he at the dance?
I suppose you do expect him to get in, wouldn't you? But if I beat him this week, and then I suppose if Coyle wins as well, then it will come down to the last game. I suppose I think he might only need one to win, but he still might not make it. Yeah, it's a possibility, definitely. And it should be a big upset, wouldn't it? It'd be a massive upset.
The best league in the world.
It actually sounds really competitive. I'm not involved in this. It's proper competitive.
You could have been, Tony.
You still work.
I'd take so much enjoyment in all this debate and like slagging people off and that and arguing. It'd be brilliant. I'm messed up there, haven't I?
You could still finish on 59 points, which currently would be like third. Obviously, not everyone's going to lose like the next games and that, but you could easily sneak in eighth. Easily.
Yeah, because
the mentality.
Well, a lot of people play each other, don't they? And I'll play you, and I could have just get my team sorted, took a -12 or something like that. Who knows?
To be fair, right, look at that like team of the week from this week. How bad it was. They can do it, right? Our team can do it. Clean you up, Chan. Send you packing. Closing on the big lads. You know what I mean? Don't write me up.
Well, you're bench boosting anyway.
I love talking shite, me, man.
Right. So just a little part on you then, Coyle, as our special guest today. So currently 1.2 million in the world. You're on 1881 points at the moment. Just want to know how your season's gone so far. Do you think it's gone well, or could it have done better? Or
well, if you have a look back at my sort of game week performances, you can check to see from your initial game week how far you've come down. I think after game week 10, I was actually like 4.8 million. So since then, it's all just been like green arrows. So it's just been like a case of working my way down. But last week was just a bit of a, I don't know. You've got to lose some, haven't you? You win some, you lose some. But if it comes down to the fact that I don't get in this top 8, it's due to those first 10 game weeks. I kept Aubameyang for far too long, and that killed me. That literally killed me.
He's expensive as well. That's like a lot of money.
He was the most expensive. I think he was like 12.4 at the start of the season, something daft like that. And yeah.
No good.
Hey, and then anyway, just on previous years then, have you been someone like who's always made the playoffs, or were you there and there?
I've been, probably a playoff player, but never further than the quarters. That's it, just playoff picture. So,
well, do you think you've got nothing to lose then if you do get in? No pressure.
I think I'm a bit of a dark horse, I suppose. If I make it in, I think everyone wants to be worried. Everyone wants to be worried. That's it.
How much money should we be putting on you?
Put your house on it, mate. That's all I'm going to say. Put your house on it.
I'm sold.
I like it. I like that type of attitude. I hope he wins.
Is that attitude like yours?
Honestly, I don't care who wins.
Attitude.
Don't mind who wins. It's not Liam Taylor.
Really?
No, mate, yours in the bag. Honestly, I'll put a tenner on you, mate.
Money well spent. I'll return the tenner if I win.
If I put 20 or get in, right? We can have some fun with this. I'll give you a message after.
There you go. You could split it, couldn't you? Right. So anyway, just last minute round, obviously, just any guests that we get on, we do this inside the manager's mind. Just try not to think about it too much, just a few scenarios and that. So just find out what type of player you are. So, do you trust the players, or do you risk it and take a -4 points hit?
Trust my players.
Yeah,
They're in there for a reason. No, they're in there for a reason.
Like
Got the manager's backing. Yeah, got the manager's backing. I'll stick with him.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Stick up in the press. I'll stick up and stick up. But, defend me players till the end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, captaincy then. Easy fixtures or better form?
I've always made the mistake this season. I think that's been my downfall. Not Aubameyang, but going on easy fixtures. But I think form is key.
Right. Okay.
From the second half.
Yeah.
Second half of the season. Yeah.
Defense then. Do you pick them on clean sheet potential or attacking returns?
Clean sheet potential.
Right. Bench, strong bench, or just cheap as chips?
I like to make sure they're playing, so I say strong bench, players that are going to play.
Right. Go-to premium, who is it? Bruno, De Bruyne, Salah?
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aubameyang.
He's never going to live this down, is he?
It cost me. It'll just cost. You just know it will.
Hey, if you get in and win at the end of the day, who's laughing?
Yeah. I think. Well, it's got to be De Bruyne. I think currently I'd go De Bruyne.
Yeah. Do you get the informed template players like everyone else, or try and find a hidden gem?
I found a couple of hidden gems. Luke Ayling got me a couple of clean sheets. Along when I had Aubameyang. No. It's lit. No, I'm no good with these hidden gems. It's just I'll maybe get. I think the only one I sort of kept in for a while. Saka paid off for a little while, but since then it's been just joining the crowd really.
All right. And who would you rather win if not yourself? Toby Millward or Liam Taylor?
Toby Millward.
Easy.
Yeah, just purely based on the fact Taylor used a chip against me. Only earned himself. He only earned himself a draw. He said he wasn't going to use it, and then he did. So therefore, Toby.
Get Tony around. Get Tony around and knocking his door.
Sounds a bit familiar, that, doesn't it?
No respect for that man.
To be honest, I don't think anyone wants him to win. It's kind of like the Alex Ferguson's Man United, isn't he?
Yeah.
Keeps winning. I hope he doesn't win mine either. But we'll see.
Made work of it, and at the minute, but I suppose it's all different. Well, in playoffs, it's all good being good, in the normal season, but it's whether you can do it in playoffs if you get in.
Well, it's down to the nitty gritty now. Anyway, 2 game weeks to go. Can't wait. Thanks for coming on today, Coyle.
I appreciate it, mate.
As our special guest. Thanks as well, Tony and Ryan.
Thank you.
But remember, give us a like and a follow on Everyday Players FPL on Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, and YouTube. Right, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Cheers, boys. Hope you all lose.